It's no secret that the world is a harsh one, but for a guy who toils without direction or meaning, it's a living nightmare. And if you're a young man in your teens or 20s, it's especially important to develop a strong moral compass and set of beliefs to live by. The first thing you must realize if you want to not only make it through these next few years as a man, but thrive as one, is that you and your buddies will change. Don't let the success of your colleagues who are your equals make you feel inadequate. We all operate at different speeds, so if you're not enjoying a certain activity, there's no reason to keep at it. Those who don't support you in your pursuit of happiness will inevitably be left behind as you forge ahead with your life and career. This also increases the likelihood of meeting people who can aid you in your early life's journey. Use proper etiquette if you want to be taken seriously in this world. Learn to treat others with respect and act humbly with them, despite the fact that doing so is seen as uncool thanks to the garbage we're fed through television and movies. This will help you avoid bad relationships and build good ones, both in your personal life and at work. Acquire the skills necessary to initiate a program of financial savings and investment. Don't put off learning about investing until you have more money. Instead, start small and expand your portfolio over time. Try your hardest without being too harsh on yourself. Like progressive overload in the gym, we tell people on the channel that if they want to keep their sperm or learn a new skill, they need to gradually make things harder. Find a fantastic mentor in your mid to late 20s or early 30s, someone who will take responsibility for your development, but not the credit. It's also during this time that some young men start to worry that they'll never find a girlfriend, but it's important to keep in mind that dating will get much simpler for guys in their late 20s and 30s. That's right, if you start improving your physique and financial situation right now, by the time you're 30, you'll be in the top 1% of males. Why? Because the men whose success with women you currently envy will likely become lazy, spend all their time at the bar, give in to their dreams, and eventually forget what they were meant to do. It's now or never that people are looking to you for leadership. Find your passion by actively engaging in a wide variety of activities. Being actively engaged in a pursuit can spark a fire of enthusiasm. Don't hurry towards being taken seriously as an adult. You'll regret giving up the naivety of your 20s. Now that you have a new perspective on the world, it is important to take risks and seize possibilities. Get the most out of not having much to worry about by being considerate, modest, and respectable toward others and yourself. Focus on listening and not talking as much. Don't associate with scumbags as a general rule of thumb. The two concepts are often confused with each other. Always keep in mind, guys, that the decisions you make now will have a lasting impact on the rest of your lives. The habits you form now will become deeply ingrained in your mind and difficult to eradicate in the future, so be careful what you plant. So, if you want to turn drinking and eating prawns into habits, your brain will change to accommodate those behaviors. But if you replace bad habits with good ones, like reading or listening to an audiobook for at least an hour a day, you will reap incredible benefits. Every awkward scenario you avoid is an opportunity to learn and grow, and you will come to regret missing out on these experiences when it is too late. Don't be a wallflower. Be involved in everything going on around you, and don't back out because you think you're no good at it. Investing in your mental and physical health now will save you time and money later. For you and your loved ones, this decade will also offer numerous clashes. Yet, you should never let anything disturb your inner serenity. Heed your parents' advice. You're at a pivotal point in your life where you'll learn many valuable lessons from your father. You'll see that he's not as amazing as you once imagined, but you'll have to learn to understand that he's still human. In the process, you'll form an opinion that follows you around for the rest of your life. You should make meditation and prayer regular habits, because a guy is only as good as his role model. If you pray and seek God's will for your life, you will succeed in whatever you do. There will be a lot of people who try to pull you away from your goals, promising you the moon if you let them help you become a better version of yourself. However, you must be wary of being betrayed and must learn to cope with being on your own. If you talk too much, people won't take you seriously, but if you don't say anything, the situation will only become worse. Remember that it's not what you know, but who you know that determines your value. and that the things you say will come back to haunt you, since your value is defined by the number and activity of individuals in your social circle, not by the things you know. Because of this, it's important to take steps to protect your reputation, like setting clear rules with the people closest to you. Counseling could be useful in this situation. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. I know there's a lot of stigma surrounding that topic. You might be tempted to minimize the severity of depression at this point. It can have many causes, but usually manifests itself as a new set of anxieties following some traumatic event in one's life. You may want to confide in a trusted family member if you feel uncomfortable opening up to a professional counselor. It's important to mentally prepare yourself and find a decent listener before opening up about painful experiences and insecurities. Instead of confiding in your girlfriend, you should go to a manly figure who can offer you straightforward advice. Moreover, don't forget to express your affection. You can show your approval of the formula by tapping the subscribe button.